Hey kids, it's that time of week again, my favorite time of week, which is Go Live with Lindsey, my weekly show where I showcase you and your coaching business. And we talk about mindset and spirituality and the things that make us more aligned with our coaching business so that we can take it to the next level. For those that haven't heard my spiel on this before, I worked tirelessly and endlessly on my online coaching business, and I reached like a very good level. Most of you would be very excited about the level that I reached, but no matter how many times I launched, no matter how much content I put out there, no matter what happened, I kind of stayed stagnant till I realized that I was out of alignment with how I wanted to run my coaching business and with how I wanted to do things. When I became in alignment with that, which I teach in my Align and Attract webinar, which you can find, hey Tim, hey Jamie, that you can find on my Instagram bio, by the way, then not only did my coaching business start growing by leaps and bounds, but let me tell you a little secret about it. I actually enjoyed it so much more. And when you enjoy your coaching business and you have this amazing energy, this go like this, you guys have felt it like when you're in the flow, you cannot compete with people who are just putting nose to the grindstone and making it happen. Yeah, that's right. Dr. V's in the green room. Tim, I would love for you to come in the green room and tell us a little bit about your new podcasting project if you feel like it. So the green room link, Shauna, if you're out there, if you're in content that converts.me, you know I am without my right hand today. I'm doing this one-handed today, you guys, because Emily is out. She, for some reason, wants to take some personal time. So where does that leave me? Alone and scared and without an arm. Emily, come back to me. That girl has worked for me for so many years. She can read my thoughts. And so, she's the functioning part of this. She's the organized, dropping a link kind of situation part of this. Maybe I can drop a link. Shauna, are you there to drop a link? I thought Emily kind of left you with that, but maybe not. Hey, personal time, Colleen. I know, I totally agree. Colleen, how you doing today? Elizabeth, what's up? Guys, I'm so glad you're here. Smiling. I'll be honest with you. Can I be honest with you? You know, I, life is getting in the way for me today. Okay. I'm having some life situations going on for me this week. And so this is my favorite kind of week and it's bringing me quite a bit of joy right now. But I'll tell you what, I'm feeling it today. I'm feeling the Portland rain, if you catch my freaking drift. Thank you, Shauna. Shauna's there. Shauna's there. So, yes, a few announcements before I bring on my good friend, Dr. V, who is making some amazing things happen. And what else do I want to say? What else I want to put out there today? I'm just glad you guys are here. Okay, so 2 things. First of all, so excited that my next Content That Converts.me workshop is coming at you hot a week from Monday. That's January the 24th. And so if you're here on Live with Lindsey and you want a free ticket, I got a few free tickets laying around here. Hello, free tickets. All you have to do to get your hands, because you're here watching this with me. Hi, guys. I'm so glad you're here. Because you're here watching this with me, just hit me up on Instagram. Just say free ticket, Lindsey, and I'll get you the free ticket. Okay. My Instagram handle is at the.lindsey.anderson. The workshop is $37. It's totally worth it because this is what we're teaching in the workshop. Okay. Is that if you want to learn how to create content really is the best way today to grow your online coaching business. Take it from me, a gal who's been in digital marketing, okay? I'm a digital marketing expert for 15 years. I've got my fingers in digital marketing, okay? Here's the 4 ways you can grow your online coaching business. Straight up, no ifs, ands, or buts. If you're out in the audience and you disagree and you can come up with another way, I'm all ears, okay? But you got 4 ways to grow that coaching business. Is number 1, Paid ads. Now, paid ads, they're a situation, right? iOS and Facebook and Apple, and they're fighting, and everyone's getting mad at each other, and Facebook's making money, and blah 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 blah. And they're super technical. They're hard. They're really hard to make a ROI on. Okay, my right hand man, Miss Emily, who's not here, is the best Facebook and Instagram ads manager for online coaches that you will ever find. Now, there's a difference between an ads manager for an online coach and an ads manager for an e-com business. Okay. We specialize in online coaches only and how to utilize ads, precision. We're like surgeons. Okay. We're like Facebook ad surgeons on Facebook ads. Okay. That's what we do for online coaches. And it can still be really hard to get an ROI if you don't have a clear message, you don't have a validated coaching program and stuff like that. Okay. So ads, those are tough. Okay. The second way is search engine optimization. Need I say more? You're battling with Google. Google takes into account over 300 factors in determining who comes up first for who is the best life coach, which, by the way, if you go out to Google and you Google, I think it was best business coach, little old me shows up. I wonder who did that. I did. Okay. Can't trust Google. Know what I mean? Third one is, let's see, what's the third one? Third one is affiliates or relationships. So, I mean, need I say more? Relationships are great, but you can't fake them. Okay. And you have to have valuable relationships. Do I need to tell you that it takes time, it takes effort, it takes vulnerability, it takes listening, it takes doing things for other people? Relationship marketing, super powerful, time consuming, very powerful. You need to use it, but can you grow your coaching business to where you want to grow if you haven't even started that process today? No, it needs to be happening in the background, making those relationships, doing the thing. So your fourth option, honestly, you guys, to grow your online coaching business, that was a little long, is content marketing. That's how we get our VEMs out there, our vibes, our experience, our methods, our skills. If you showcase these beautiful, bright VEMs on your content, and I don't care what your content is, TikToks, YouTubes, stories, reels, blogs, whatever, don't care. If you're getting your VEMs out there, then that's why people coach with us. Can I tell you a little secret? People don't coach with you because you're the super best. Okay. Sometimes people don't even want the super best because they don't vibe with the super best. They're coming to you as an online coach because they like you. Okay, so we got to show you out there on social media. They trust your experience. Yes, we got to put that out there on social media. They love your methodologies and they love your skills. Yeah, I was a cheerleader. That's a good cheer right there. So, in the Content That Converts.me workshop, which, by the way, did I say it started a week from Monday? It's live in the Zoom room. I hope you will join me. It's awesome. Okay. So many people have had great results. Oh my gosh. We had a gal today get her first cohort filled. Okay. With 5 people because of Content That Converts.me. Well, she did it. I just was like, yeah, do this. And she does the hard part. You guys do all the hard part. So go Content That Converts.me. Don't forget to pick up. There's a little teeny tiny upsell, which is after I give you all the content for the week of the 24th, the next week, you and me and the VIPs can meet in the Zoom room and we'll all kumbaya about what I taught you the week before as you go out and try to partake of it yourself. So that gives you some time to ruminate, to marinate, and come back with questions. I don't want to leave you out there high and dry. Now, hello, if you're in the Launch Circle member announcement. By the way, you want to be in the Launch Circle, so go to thelaunchcircle.com. Okay. Launch Circle announcement. You get all that for free. Yeah. You got to go get your ticket though. I'm not just going to hand it to you. You got to go put your email in and say, Lindsey, yeah, I do want my ticket to this. And you also get VIP for free. So put it on your calendar. Go to contentthatconverts.me. Get signed up. Something else really, really cool. TLC is in the house. That's right, Colleen. That's right. um, two more things. Sorry. I'm still going. Dr. V, you're good, right? You don't have to go, right? Okay. I don't want to lose Dr. V. We gotta talk to Dr. V. He's like the centerpiece of Go Live with Lindsey. He's like a very nice potted plant. Okay. So next up is I'm eating my hair here, is if you have participated in Content That Converts.me before and you're like, yeah, Lindsey, I really got to know myself. We talk a lot about self-trust. We talk about the 5 arms of the align and attract asterisk, okay? Your body, your mindset, your customers, your coaching business, and yourself. Self. Okay? We talk about all 5 of these arms in the Content That Converts.me. If you left that process and you're like, yeah, I learned a little bit about myself, I think others can benefit from this. On Friday at 10 o'clock a.m. PST in the Zoom room, I'm hosting an affiliate meeting. Make some money. Get some free tickets for you and all of your friends. They'll think you're in the know. Now, if you can't make it on Friday, there will be a replay. So just go put your name in there, get signed up as an affiliate, and share. Right now, why this course is so needed right now. Okay, actually, you're going to go to contentthatconverts.me/content-affiliate. Rose made me cry this morning. Ever talk to someone who knows exactly what you're thinking and it's a little freaky? Well, that's Rose. She lives in Ireland, but she may as well be living right here in my head. Thank you, Rose. You improved my life this morning. I appreciate you. So contentthatconverts.me/content-affiliate. I would appreciate if you would share it. Times are kind of weird right now. Let's bring the house down a little bit. The pandemic, there's no end in sight. People are it's a situation. Kids are again out of school. There doesn't seem to be an ever ending. And I'll tell you one thing. Tell me if this freaks you guys out. Am I the only one? I went to the store yesterday and all the shelves were empty. It's I don't want to bring it down, but are we living in the freaking apocalypse right now? The thing, it kind of freaked me out, honestly, going to the store and seeing the shelves bare. And that, when we look back, and if I would have told myself, hey, self, 2 years from now, you're still going to be doing this. The pandemic, certainly one of my #pandemic blessings is I had to start facing the facts, that I got to turn inside. I got to get to know myself. We have to, I had to find peace within me to make it through the situation that is. And so that's me. And that's why contentthatconverts.me is so freaking powerful, is because people have aha moments. We all kumbaya together, and it's spiritual. It's getting to know yourself, and also a whole bunch of really cool content strategies. But as I've said before, the strategies will only get you so far. Okay, there's this other magical stuff that make you soar. And we talk about that in contentthatconverts.me. Colleen, turning inside mentally and staying inside physically is the name of the game right now to stay safe. Thank you, Colleen. I'm glad you're vibing with what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Grocery shopping is so depressing. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I was just last summer when the heat wave was really taking on, and we're driving home from Seattle, and there's cars burning on the side of the road because their motors overheated. It's am I what is going on here? So in times like these, in my opinion, right, in times like these, religion, spirituality, something greater than where we're at right now feels like the thing for me that is keeping me sane, making me enjoy life, because things are getting a little complicated. Okay, things are getting a little complicated. All right, So I would love for you to share that program. Content that converts.me. I'm so glad you guys are here. Thank you. Honestly, like I said, I'm like struggling in the personal realm today, this week. And so, like, just seeing you guys here and you're making comments fills my heart. So you may not think you're making a difference for me, but you are today. All right. Something really cool happened in the launch circle yesterday that I want to mention. Then I'm going to bring Dr. V on. And one of my favorite people is Seth My Oh My. He is in the green room, ready to go. And I'm going to pick his brain. We had this great Instagram conversation about, we're talking a little bit about spirituality today. About some of our favorite people that we listen to, right? So in the comments, who are your favorite people? Like, are we talking like, are we on the cognitive side with like Sam Harris and the Waking Up app and like Stoicism? Or are you guys over here with like Abraham Hicks and like Wayne Dyer and like those kind of people? Like, where do you guys go? I would love to see it in the comments. I'm going to make Seth talk to me a little bit more about it when he comes on. So you get ready, man. You get ready. Yes, it does feel so good, right, Colleen? Thanks for hanging with me today, you guys. I sure appreciate you today. Jamie, wonderful Jamie, who has signed up for Content That Converts.me coaching program. The next freaking cohort starts in February. Guys, the results are mind-blowing. And the best part about the results is they're not painful, okay? I teach a really tight methodology of email marketing, YouTube, and Instagram. And the beautiful part is that if you're like, Instagram's not jiving with me, you can get results from just YouTube. You can get results from just email. But if you use all three, I mean, it's the trifecta. Okay. Abraham Hicks, Wayne Dyer, definitely Stoics. I'm a huge Stoic fan. Good old fashioned Marcus Aurelius over there. Yeah. When I am like way down here, and I'm like, oh man, where is it? Where is the hope? Like, why do I want to wake up today? Right? I reach for a little Abraham Hicks, I mean, that shizzle really get you in the arm, if you know what I mean. Jamie, my posts have had 20. Whoa, but the one I posted yesterday when I got really angry and posted a different kind of picture of me got 58. I am right. What I teach in that class is obstacle is the way. Yep. Ryan Holiday. No, is that Ryan Holiday? I have that book up here. Yeah, I think that is Ryan Holiday. Lindsey, how's the cold shower? Are you doing the Wim? So, okay, straight up, I mentioned this on Instagram. Which is I'm real big on morning routines, okay? Especially pandemic. Like, there's a lot of stuff happening, and I want to give myself the very best chance of having a positive, uplifting, high energy, tracting day. So I got to put things in place for my morning routine to make that happen. So, and this has been happening over a whole year, and I added a little something to it recently. Okay. So my morning routine typically looks like I get up, I do a body scan with some binaural beats. Have you guys heard of these? I just added binaural beats last month. Body scan as I'm waking up. Then I go get some coffee. Then I sit and enjoy nature while I'm drinking my coffee, do a little journaling, meditate. Then I get my ass kicked by Jeff from 6:30 to 7, which is fine. Oh, I do some yoga before Jeff kicks my ass. Then I get my ass kicked. And then I've added a cold shower now. And honestly, guys, it's freaking cold. Okay. I'm scared of the cold, but I have done it every day. And I set Alexa for 30 seconds. I'm like, Alexa, 30 seconds. And I'll be honest, between me and you, that's when I take the nozzle and I'm like at 30 seconds, and that's when it starts getting cold. So it's probably closer to 20, but does it energize me? Yeah, sure does. Okay. I'll let you know how it goes. Jen Fedorowicz mentioned on Instagram that she is up to 5 freaking minutes in the cold shower. If only. Okay. I need to figure out Wim Hof. I don't know what this is. This a person? Help me. Anger converts. It can also be transformative. Okay. So yesterday, this is my final little situation before I bring on some guests. Wim Hof is a person. I feel like I should know that person. Okay. I feel like I should. I feel like I need to go look them up. I was also looking at I get into Ram Dass. Does anybody out there listen to a little bit of Ram Dass? Or who was that guy that he had the old time talkie voice, and they just added him to the Waking Up app, and he really covered all of this stuff. Why can't I remember his name? Anyway, I get into those guys. Okay. So, final thing, yesterday in the launch circle, we had our very first Align and Attract session. I brought on NLP practitioner, amazingness, Lawrence Pipkin, and he taught us about some NLP stuff because, again, strategies are awesome. I got strategies. I'm coming at you with the strategies. But when you combine that with like alignment and some subconscious stuff, guys, it'll take you to the next level and it will be easier. Okay. As the cognitive behavioral triangle says, thoughts, emotions, actions. So typically I focus on actions, but if your thoughts suck and your emotions are down, it's really hard to take that action and stay consistent. So if you change your thoughts, you'll change your emotions back to that morning routine, and your actions will be so much easier. Okay. So I'm going to bring on Dr. V. Anyway, sign up for TLC. We have custom NLP meditations to align and attract, guys, in there. They're awesome. They are super professional. So these are for like little meditations for like if you're feeling like a little lack and you are like, I know I need to invest in a coach. I know I need to invest in the CTCME coaching program. Know what I mean? Those kind of things. We have one for that. We have a one for if you're like comparing yourself to people and you're feeling like the comparison thing. We can get you out of your head with those awesome NLP meditations. They're really awesome. Polar plunge to raise money. Yeah, another thing is not on my bucket list. Amen, Elizabeth. I don't think I'll be doing this. Okay, Dr. V, and then I'm going to bring on Seth. Dr. V.
Greetings from the
usual. Wouldn't be me if I didn't have tech problems, Dr. V. Say
testing. It's just a framing problem.
Oh, hold on. Testing?
1, 2.
Oh my gosh.
Dr. V. I can hear you perfectly.
There, now I can hear you perfectly.
You can hear everyone.
Yes. What's up? What's going on?
Well, I'm sorry to have missed 2 of our Content That Converts.me sessions this week, but we had inadvertently scheduled our short video challenge for the same bat time as you.
It's a magical time, man. How is your so Dr. V, tell us what you're doing for those that do not know, and then tell us how you're feeling.
How am I feeling?
This is big. This is big for you. This is like new. This is new territory, right? Like you're feeling a different energy on this one.
Yeah, this is very interesting because we've been doing live streams. John Paduchek and I have been doing live streams for probably since March of 2020. So we've been live streaming away during pandemic times, and we had several different launches that were aborted.
Who here has aborted a launch? Yeah, who here? Yeah.
Abort, danger. So rather than crashing and burning, we just shelved some of the content. And then we did a commercial a couple months back for a client, which is 6-minute webinar. And in playing with Canva and recording through Canva, which was absolutely amazing, everything from we just leveled up the skill set in that respect. But then we came to the understanding of why those 15-second commercials work so well and why the 30-second ones do and everything else. And so we decided to dive into short video, inspired by you and Emily and Shauna and the whole crew and all those wonderful cohorts in the Content That Converts.me program. And so we've been challenging our group to create short videos. Now, a lot of these folks they know YouTube really well, but they've never done a YouTube short. They know Instagram for posting static images, but they've never done a reel. And they're deathly afraid of TikTok. But what we're focusing on, we decided just to go in on the Instagram thing for reels because it seemed to be sort of a compromise between the horrible interface of YouTube shorts and the overwhelming interface of TikTok. So it's kind of like right down that sweet spot in the middle where you can kind of understand what you're doing. And so we've attracted a bunch of entrepreneurs, some nonprofit people, folks who've created tiny houses, folks who are in the healthcare niche, and others, all who have an interest in expanding their reach by the use of short video. And and in fact, the whole live thing, I know from years ago. The reason I started doing lives is because my lovely wife Maggie, who has the blog mamamaggieskitchen.com,
Mama Maggie, who just
she
published a book.
she
Yep.
recently published a cookbook called Mexicocina, but she said that I sucked at video, and so
Oh, I mean,
nothing
sorry to
worse
hear
than
that.
that
Take that to
affirmation
marriage
from your
counseling. Take that
spouse.
right to marriage counseling, Dr. V.
It happened and it was resolved. It was resolved through the power of live video, and so because it would take me 30, 32 takes to do a single 5-minute video. And it came across kind of stiff. I mean, I put something like a little emoji pillow or something behind me to try and liven it up, but this guy didn't talk. He was not that awesome in terms
That
of
does look like a pretty Dr. V kind of emoji situation going on there.
yeah, because I'm always thinking about stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm thinking about stuff. It's better than the poop emoji that I have behind the
That's
screen.
true. That's true. That'll
Yeah.
get you into marriage counseling too.
Well, yeah, that's true. But the poop emoji, I'll have to show it some other time. It has little heart-shaped eyes on it, and so it really it's
Oh,
kind
I'm aware. My
of
children love the poop heart emoji.
got to have
Yeah.
the heart emoji. And but the bottom line is that through doing live video with John over the time and bringing in a few other people and doing a weekly broadcast every single week, that was the discipline. I think we only missed one in like almost 2 years. Gosh, it's so strange that so much time has passed.
I know.
It's like pandemic time is a different kind of time.
It surely is.
But it gave me the confidence then to venture into the world of reels, the real world. And
Pun.
well, well, fun always because one of our students in the 5-day short video challenge had said that bad jokes and dad jokes are the best, and I said you haven't tried.
I mean, Dr. V, this is what Dr. V's made of, is
Right,
dad
so
jokes and bad jokes.
yeah, not snakes and snails and puppy
So
dogs.
is it going well? So
It is going well. So, by the way, yeah, to get to the chase, it's going well, and it's going well because we have a lot of interaction. We have our own little Zoom room. The cohort is small enough that it's okay. Because
yeah.
if we went beyond, say, 25 in a single Zoom room, we'd be in trouble. I think. And we do keep the mic, the people unmuted for most of the time, and there's question and answer. So I occasionally will bring in a little slide or two, but for the most part, it's here's an example, here's another example. And I'm telling you, getting the reflector to work on Zoom was a big technical challenge this week, and it made me freak out until it finally worked yesterday.
Nice.
Finally, the technology.
Nice.
And it was just great to go through there and say, here's how you do this, push this button, push this and that, and do this and that. And we showed your Instagram account. We showed some of your reels and stories. We showed a friend of mine, Leanna Ling.
Thank you.
We showed Elizabeth Estelle's videos.
Very Elizabeth, you're famous.
She's great. Well,
she
yeah,
is great.
She came in and posted a couple, which I thought was just marvelous. And and we talk
so
about
awesome.
Yeah, we talk. She's very supportive. We talk about timing, and we talk about all when to post and things like that. But what I'm coming to the realization is when you do one of these challenges, it can be very overwhelming, not just for the presenter or moderator or I don't know what the word is we call
guide
facilitators.
Yeah, facilitator. Mm-hmm.
But once we got a little more interactive, it became really great. But getting people to participate in posting their homework, I kept sort of repeating it at different times until somebody in the back relayed a message to John, one of our people from Europe, who somehow referred to me as being a homework Nazi. And so what I realized was just going to back off, give them the information, give them some inspiration, and just help to do mini coachings with people, for 2 minutes here or 1 minute here.
Yeah.
And so I think, once you kind of sit back and feel a little bit easy on it, this isn't even beta, this is our alpha.
Yeah.
And it felt really good. But it's so fascinating when people start to participate and when you feel that they're trying and they're working on things, they're discovering things. And the whole notion of short video for me, it's playtime. So
Yeah.
it's like you have a can of digital Play-Doh, and you
Yeah.
get put it in different shapes and squeeze it and do this and do that. And when you talk about the vibes and talk about vulnerability and an anger video gets more of a reaction than something else, this is all the stuff that they're discovering as they go through this process. And so, of course, at the back end of this, we're going to be offering a membership because we've come to the realization we tried to create a course for short videos. Too difficult because everything changes constantly.
Yes, the buttons change, everything changes.
Button, where did
Yes.
that button go? This
Yes.
past week, where'd my music go? It
Yes.
went to a different.
Yes.
And so I think this, and the other thing is it's the accountability, which is what I appreciate in content that converts.me as well as in the launch circle. People are not only encouraging you, but you do feel a certain social pressure, like a peer pressure. Like, I've been just sitting back here kind of looking at stuff. Maybe it's time for
I'm not gonna let I call on people all day long.
you can say,
Seth didn't raise
yeah,
his hand today, and I'm like, Seth, what's going on? What is
it's like,
happening?
it's like,
Yeah.
can I pick your preface is, can I pick on you today? You do
Yes.
ask for permission, which is great.
No one's ever I mean, yeah, but I'm not listening to the answer, just so you
Yeah,
know.
you don't, you just go straight.
If
Don't
you're not on video, fine, fine.
I mean, the challenge, so we have had some people who don't show their faces, which is fine because they're in places where it's
Totally fine.
well, it's
Yeah.
it's dark, and
Yes.
so they don't
Yes.
have good lighting. Their family, whatever it is, it's perfectly fine. We've got people from Australia and Singapore and all these. I mean, it's just amazing to get sort of this worldwide reach from a tiny 5-day challenge.
Well,
So
huge congratulations.
thank you,
I love to see we didn't shelve this. I'm so excited for you.
thank
Come
you.
on and tell us how the membership situation
Yeah.
works out.
We'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm using a lot of your stuff as sort of modeling it, but with a very different vibe. A lot of different stuff. I think I'm going to do a heck of a lot more TikTok. I mean, actually, the YouTube Shorts really fascinate me because we're just testing, testing, testing on YouTube Shorts. Some YouTube Shorts get 0 views. Some get
Yes.
2. Some get 600.
Yeah.
Go, go figure.
Go figure. Go figure,
Right?
man.
As you have said often and strongly, marketing is an endless series of experiments, and so you gotta be okay if the lab blows up once in a while.
Or more often than not,
More often than
even.
not, yes.
Yes. Strategicvideomasters.com, you guys. Dr.
Well, that's
V.
that's that. By the way, there's no landing page yet.
Oh, don't go there. It's just a really great
Oh,
domain
yeah.
name,
It's a
apparently.
great domain name. We've been. But here's the thing about marketing. We've been trying to figure out: do we call it strategic video profits? We have strategic video mastery. We have strategic video masters. But having a group, there's something about masters. Like you had masters program also, and there's something about that when people identify them. I'm a master.
Yes.
That it creates some notion of like it's an identity shift.
There
I
you
am
go.
a creator. I am a master. I am an entrepreneur. So
Beautiful.
here we go.
Dr. V, have a fantastic week, will you?
Thank you. The
All
final
right.
day, the wrap up is tomorrow. So I'll
Good
go.
luck and take a breath. Okay. See you later. Bye. Aw, thank you, Elizabeth. Okay, Seth, I'm bringing you on, man. Hey.
Woohoo!
Hey, what's up?
I'm
How's it going?
excited. I'm doing well, thanks. How's it going with you?
It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. So we were having a pretty good conversation. Who do you read? What's going on when it comes to
Uh,
spirituality or what?
yeah, I mean, well, as we talked about before, I mean, this has been I kind of grew up with,
Yeah, you're lucky. Your mom like freaking shaved her
with
head.
parents that were, yeah, with my mom who was very spiritual, and I got a lot of Eastern philosophy and Zen Buddhism and things like that as at a young age, Taoism. And oddly enough, it was funny, is like my mom got into it, moving from Christianity into more Eastern religions and philosophies around the time that I was actually getting into it kind of on a sidetrack as a more academic thing.
Mhm.
I went to college. This was a little bit before I went to college, but I went to college as an East Asian studies major, and I learned all about Confucianism and Taoism and Buddhism, and studied Japanese, and I've been a martial artist since I was a wee little one, so that kind of have a little
It's
bit of
just
that
kind of part
flavor.
of you, it sounds like.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you fit that into business at all? Like, does it play a part in your business is very not that way, obviously, but like, do
Yeah.
you meditate around your business? Do you or are they two kind of separate things?
Well, I mean, I think it is a part of my business. I just don't market it that way, right? Because since my target audience is sport and fitness professionals, personal trainers, running coaches, whatnot. I tend to be in my marketing, I tend to be talking a lot more about their, daily challenges and their industry and so on and so forth. But since what I'm working with them on is attraction marketing, I mean, much like what you're doing in CTCME, a lot of that comes in. I mean, that
yeah, I guess it would. Self-trust, getting to know yourself, being bold enough to step out. Who are
exactly.
you? All of these big questions.
Vulnerability, and looking into who you are, accepting who you are, realizing that, like, sure, yeah, some people are going to judge you for that, and that's fine. You didn't want them as your customers anyway. But when you really open up and allow yourself to be judged, then there's a whole bunch of people over here that are going to really resonate with that. And I think that's I think that there's a lot of that. That's not really necessarily the message of a lot of, spiritual teachers and Eastern philosophies and stuff. But I think once you kind of start investigating those things and getting comfortable with that kind of outlook, that, let's call it an Eastern outlook in your life, it becomes a lot more It becomes a lot easier to become vulnerable and not get as caught up in the kind of judgy,
Yeah.
culture that we have.
It is a more comfortable way of living, I think, than the Western way of we all have to fit in and all be the same, and you gotta work and you gotta everybody has this house and family and all this stuff. Eastern philosophy to me is just a lot more personal.
Yeah, and and it's funny when you think about it. Our understanding of a lot of Americans' understanding, and probably Western Europeans' understanding of Buddhism either comes from Tibetan Buddhism and the Dalai Lama, or comes from Zen Buddhism, and people being interested in samurai flicks or whatever, and then getting understanding Zen Buddhism much more than Buddhism that's practiced in Thailand or Korea or other places, though there's Zen Buddhism in Korea as well. But you think about Zen Buddhism coming from Japan, and Japan is super uptight in terms of don't be the nail that sticks up, you'll get hammered down. Everything is not the individual, do it for the family, and so it's, anyway, I wanted to bring that up to say it's not like our Western philosophy is inferior, our Western society is inferior and theirs is superior. They're dealing with the same things. But I think that philosophy of, looking inward, taking that middle path, not getting too far out on either, edges of the fringe, is really helpful in kind of accepting who you are and your place in the world, and accepting other people in their place in the world, and not feeling that there has to be conflict between you and them, even if you're maybe not doing the same thing, believing in the same things.
Yeah. Do you guys have empty grocery shelves? Does that bother you as much as it bothers me?
Oh, right now, if I go out to the grocery store? Yeah. I don't know that it bothers me as much as it bothers you, but I've noticed it a lot, and it annoys me, because I'm like, this is all basic stuff. Can't you get it on the shelf?
Yeah. So, but it's for me, it's more than annoyance. It's what? This isn't supposed to happen. A general, what's happening here? Why is there no food on the shelves?
Yeah, the grocery store, I shop at this little, up until 3 or 4 years ago, it was literally a 2-store chain that had, been owned by the same family for 30 or 40 years or 50 years maybe, or something like that. And then they sold to a chain, which is, maybe 12 stores or something like that. So it's still a pretty small kind of real kind of, even though they're based outside of the city that I live in, they're still got that real local feel. And they do a really good job. They're a smaller market, and they do a really good job of keeping things stocked, except for some I don't know. They can't seem to keep the Mexican, bottled cane sugar Coca-Cola on their shelves. And, there's a few little things. But I went to the drugstore this morning because unfortunately my daughter is sick. She has a fever, and like we got her tested this morning. It's like probably
shoot,
COVID,
sending good thoughts. Dang.
But I was in the drugstore, big national chain, and I'm looking around. I'm like, what is going on here? There's like nothing on the shelves.
Yeah.
They had all the Valentine's Day stuff was up, all the candy and all that kind of stuff. But then
we got to get the marketing holidays out of the way, right?
But all the paper products and the cold and flu things and everything else was like wiped out. It was weird. Yeah, it was definitely
Thank you.
weird.
I got the word weird. I agree. Weird's a good word. It is weird. It is weird.
But hey, there was something that I wanted to do while I was on, and then we can jump back into this. But I just want to make sure that I get this done. So I you were talking about how important Dr. V is to the show, right? And how important
you as well.
Excuse me, to the launch circle, and I try to follow Dr. V in all things that I do.
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah, of course. And so, he did I think it was a story like a couple weeks ago talking about whether he should keep his beard or not. And then just from out of nowhere, at least to me, it seemed like from out of nowhere, he reaches over and there's a French horn that he pulls into the frame and he plays the French horn. I don't know why. I was just like, wow.
Dr. V, did you play the French horn on a video and not tag me? I've been dying to see this.
Well, he just played a note. He was just like,
same. That's fine. I want to see it.
But, he's like, oh, it's itchy and my wife doesn't like kissing it. And then he's like, suddenly there's a French horn. I was just like, wow, that was not what I expected. So I've been practicing because he also did kind of like he reached over and he like brought it into frame kind of slowly. I don't know. It was very dramatic. So I just want to, I'm learning. Awesome. I'm trying to learn from Dr. V, and I just want to like bring my basic my total non sequitur. Has nothing to do with anything we're talking about. And I think that's
a note.
Oh, well, it's not plugged in.
That looks amazingly like professional. Like you look like a rock star with that thing.
Well, that's it. Yeah, that's what I bought it for. So I could walk around and just be like, look at me. I'm cool.
I'm in awe. Like, what?
Yeah. I can rock and roll. How good
are you? How good
that was actually not at all. That was a Christmas present to myself. Because I love the bass guitar, and I was a trumpet player many years ago, and then stopped playing music, and I've always loved the bass guitar, and I started following a lot of bass guitarists on TikTok, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to buy a bass guitar and learn how to play the bass guitar. So anyway, that's my
so like what are the specs? Like it's a blah 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 blah. I don't even know anything about guitar, so like it's a it's a Squire, which is the Fender. If anybody knows anything about guitars, they've heard Fender. It's a famous rock and roll guitar and stuff like that, right? So Fender has a lower line, a beginner line, which is Squire, and so this is a Squire jazz bass. So there's a couple different types of basses depending on what you play, but a lot of people start on the jazz because it's got like kind of a wide range of music that it would sound good, that you would sound good playing. And so I almost bought myself the Fender, but then I was like, wait a minute, come on, like I don't need to spend all that money on something that I don't even know how to play properly yet. So I got the Squire, but it sounds amazing. She's beautiful. She's just gorgeous.
Yeah, it was very nice. My daughter was really disappointed because I let her pick what the color would be, and my daughter's just loving black. Pink and purple used to be her favorite colors. Now she's 8 years old. Yeah, actually, it was last year it changed, but like now black. She wants everything black. So there was a version of this that was all black with the black. Like this is the pick guard.
Dude,
and
look at that thing.
A lot of times you'll see, this will be white or red or blue or whatever, and then the pick guard is either white or black. And so she wanted a black on black one. And I went to the store, and unfortunately they didn't have black on black. So that's what I came home with. I couldn't wait. I was too impatient to actually like wait for a black and black one to come in. I was in the store to buy it. I wanted to buy it right then. So I did, came home
It's
with that one,
gorgeous.
but I
So
love it.
are you in a band? Like, do you aspire to be in a band or anything? Or you're just like,
No, not at
doing the
all.
thing?
I have a number of friends who are like, I have a good friend who's getting to become a nationally known journalist, and he's a book author, and he's played in a band since he's a teenager. He's a bassist, but he plays mainly like old country and honky tonk stuff. His band tends to, the bands that he joins. But no, I don't really have a desire to play in a band. I just want to be able to I just think it's fun to basically kind of karaoke
Yes.
with the bass, so it's like you can with the amp, you can take your phone and plug your phone into the amp so that the song plays through the amp that the guitar's plugged into. And then I can listen to the song and play along with the bass line of the song. So I love old 70s funk and soul and stuff like that. And all the crazy, you think back to the TV shows. I'm a little bit older than you, but that we grew up listening to in the 80s, and a lot of them had these
Like
funky
what are you
bass
talking?
lines.
What specifically?
Well, like Night Court, or anything from like Chips and stuff in the 70s through like the 80s and stuff. You think Night Court starts out like boom,
Totally.
and there was an era where all of the themes, not all, but a lot of the theme songs started out with these just bass line riffs. So I'll find YouTube clips of those, not of the show, but you can find YouTube clips just of the theme song. And I'll just sit down there and be like, okay, how does that work? I don't have sheet music for it, but I'll just pluck until I find the note and then
figure it out.
Figure it out.
Is your daughter musical?
Not particularly. She likes to perform with the school thing. She always sings. And she's musical in that she enjoys it, but she doesn't have the discipline yet to,
right,
really dive into some things. I mean, like I said, she's 8. Some kids at 8 are already 2 years into the violin or the piano or whatever, and they're doing great. That's just not her personality. She's a little bit more of a, a grasshopper or a butterfly.
My kids are, my daughter is as well. Violin to drawing to piano to singing to this to that. Yeah.
Well, the one thing that she is definitely focused on and she's obsessive about is drawing. I literally buy her, what one looks like, so I won't bring it on camera, but over there, at the foot of my printer that you can see just off camera, is a box of printer paper. And in that box of printer paper is not for my printer. That box of printer paper is for my daughter to draw, because she literally goes through reams of paper.
I know. I feel you, man. We're the same way over here. Totally.
Yeah, she draws graphic novels because she loves graphic novels. So she draws them and then she writes little captions and then she staples them together and she has books. And so and then she won't let us throw them away. So now we have the boxes that the reams of paper came out of are
now they're full of graphic novels.
Oh,
that's so sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That's so sweet.
We're going to have to get a storage unit for them now. I don't know.
I feel that way with all of the art things. Yes. I don't know what to do with them because I always feel bad throwing them away, but it's right. I don't know. What are you going to do? Elizabeth, you probably have the answer for that. Kids' art project. Well, I hope that she gets better. Everybody else in the house is feeling fine.
We're all feeling a little, I think, my wife and I both have maybe a little sniffly or something. But my daughter has the fever and a headache and a cough and it's been tearing through her school, unfortunately.
Oh.
And they do a really good job of, seemingly they do a really good job of, kids are all masked and there's testing at the school. And they sent us home with take home, tests that we could do. And there's, there's a app that we have to fill out every morning to let, are there,
it's crazy, isn't it?
And they're on top of it, but at the same time, what can you do? The kids, they're just of the age where they can just be vaccinated. So most of them haven't been yet. And, whatever. My sad story, I was actually, her fever showed up yesterday when I got to the pharmacy to have her get her first vaccine, and she started complaining about a headache and being feverish. And I was like, oh, well, I guess we should have you test. Like, we should take your temperature before you get the vaccine, because you can't have the vaccine if you're sick.
Aw.
And then sure enough, she had a fever. And so we had to drive, and we had to drive like half an hour away to find the
Go
vaccine.
do it. Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, so then it was like, oh, wah, wah, wah. I had to come home, no vaccine for her, and maybe she's actually caught it. So I don't know.
And the family.
Hopefully not.
Yeah. Well, I hope you guys get feeling better. Seth, you always cheer me up. Seth,
Not
my
that
oh
good.
my Donlin. He's the
Yeah,
bomb.com. My oh my.
We'll see, because it's Seth M. Donlin, Instagram at Seth M. Donlin. So I've always got to come up with something to, M, not N. It's my oh my, not nifty, neat, nice. It's Seth M. Seth my oh my Donlin. Seth M.
Dude,
Donlin.
go look at his Instagram account if you haven't. It's beautiful. He's a beautiful marketer. Okay, he's a beautiful marketer. I had to kind of shake him by the shoulders today to tell him that he didn't have to have those super most perfect YouTube videos, because they just need his message out there on YouTube.
Yeah. I was going to try, we had an hour in between, and I was going to try to film one in between in the hour. And then of course, I had a really great idea, and I started collecting all of the pieces that I needed for because there was going to be a costume involved. And so I started getting all the things together, and then I ran out of time to film it and compile it. Wasn't going to need a lot of editing, but I just knew it wouldn't.
What's the costume? What's going on over there?
But I intended to come on and be like, ha, go check out. There's one up there right now, but it didn't happen.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Just a robe and slippers and coffee cup, but
nice.
I don't actually wear a robe, I just wear, sweats and a t-shirt or whatever. So I had to have to dig up a robe and stuff like that. But yeah.
I can't wait for that YouTube video, Seth.
I have some other fancier costume ones coming up, and I'll let you know about that maybe next week or something.
Well, I surely hope that's the case, because I can't wait. Go check out Seth M. Donlin at Instagram. It's really it's a beautiful layout, man. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, you guys stay well. Okay, I'll see you next week.
All right, thanks.
Hopefully,
Lindsey, you too.
see ya. Bye. Hey guys. So that was fun, wasn't it? Thank you guys so much for joining me on Go Live with Lindsey. So we moved the time to noon. If you guys preferred it at the other time, do let me know in the comments. It used to be at 11. Seth did a really awesome, his second Instagram reel yesterday, and he got over 3,000 views. We teach that in the content-that-converts.me program. Reels are where it's at, guys. And most people are just in their head about reels. You don't have to be like you don't have to be dancing. There's a whole lot of other things to do when it comes to reels. So, if you guys preferred this at 11, certainly do let me know. Anyway, I think that's about it, guys, for Go Live with Lindsey. So, few just reminders at the end here. Content-that-converts.me workshop. If you want a free ticket, just DM me free ticket on Instagram. Go to @the.lindsey.anderson. Oh, good, Colleen. Thank you for the feedback. Make sure that you sign up for our affiliate meeting, which is content-that-converts.me/content-affiliate. Okay. I don't know why I said it that way. Content-affiliate. That's tomorrow at 10. I'll walk you through the affiliate program, make some money, and share a really cool program. It's from my heart, the best program I have ever taught. I feel lots of people have had a lot of really great things to say, and we can go and we can connect, and it'll be really awesome in the Zoom rooms, a positive wave to develop self-trust and creative, awesome content to attract amazing people to your online coaching business. I hope you can join me. And I think that's about it, kids. So thank you so much for joining me on Go Live with Lindsey. I am live here every single Thursday at noon. So much fun. You guys make this show. In the comments, you guys make the show when you show up. And you guys are just awesome all over. And I just can't appreciate you guys enough. So I'll see you next week.